as we come up on 1 minute to play here on the fourth. Thunder trying to hold on and take a 3-2 lead back to Oklahoma City. Duncan with the mismatch being played by Harden. Swings in and scores! The lead is down to 2.
Bad mismatch there with Harden trying to guard Tim Duncan.
40 seconds to play in the fourth. Shot clock to 5. Harden for 3, yes! Spurs call for time. Oh my goodness.
If you're Kawhi Leonard, you could not have played James Harden any better. Tim Duncan with the mismatch down low. Just goes over that left shoulder. And then James Harden, one of the starting roles of the Young Guns. The step back 3.
Now the shot of the game for Oklahoma City, maybe the shot of the year. James Harden, look at him, take a look at the shot clock. Manu Ginobili's going to go for a steal. Harden sees him at the last second, and then the individual brilliance of James Harden. A little shimmy, the pull-up jumper from 3. His teammates love it. Spurs had all the momentum, and Harden just sucked the life out of this building.
James Harden with a monumental fourth quarter. From the Oklahoma City point of view, he has scored 12 of his 20. In the fourth, he's 4 of 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from downtown. Thunder with 1 timeout left. Spurs have 2 20s. Thunder do not have any fouls to give.
Certainly, if you're Greg Popovich, you don't quite need the 3 right here. It would be nice if it presents itself, but you need to score quickly.
28 seconds remaining. Thunder up by 5. Ginobili with the ball fake and scores as Ibaka stepped away, did not want to commit the foul. They double up on Durant. They trap him. Durant in trouble, gets it ahead. Leonard looking to tie up Sefolosha, and it's last touch by Sefolosha. It'll be San Antonio ball.
Scott Brooks is calling for a review.
I agree with him as well. They might as well take a look at this. And Popovich does the right thing by calling a quick timeout so they'll forget about it.
Well, I don't know. Do they forget about it, or does that give them a chance to change the call? Great play from Leonard. Really tough to tell what happened, but yeah, I thought the Spurs did a great job of not fouling Durant right there, trapping him without fouling. I think everybody was expecting the foul to come, but you just play on and force that pass because you worry about an 8-second violation.
And in the last 2 minutes of the game and overtime, if officials are not certain as who touched the ball last, or the ball was touched simultaneously by 2 players and the ball goes out of bounds, you can go to the review.
Guys, I think this is a good call. It looks like the last person to touch it is the back forearm of Sefolosha.
I couldn't tell, but if the officials can't tell, then the Spurs will retain possession because the call was made originally for San Antonio.
Here's the best angle right here as Leonard goes to his knees to try to strip the basketball. I mean, it is so close, and you're right, Steve. If there's no definitive proof here, the ball remains what they called it on the floor, which would be San Antonio's basketball.
Meanwhile, Greg Popovich drawing up a play here, assuming his team will have the ball. No timeouts left for the Spurs.
All right, one more look at a good play by the rookie Kawhi Leonard getting into the body of Thabo Sefolosha.
Yeah, that's the back forearm.
Yeah, there's the back forearm.
That's the back forearm.
And does Kawhi Leonard touch it? No, he doesn't.
No.
So that's a great look from right there.
How about this? On the fly, bang, bang call by the officials to get it right.
All right, so no timeout was charged to the Spurs. So this was a review timeout by the officials. So San Antonio actually does have a timeout remaining.
And you don't necessarily need a three. If you can get a quick score, as they will also look at the time on the clock after this call.
Yes.
But if you're Popovich, a quick two and play the foul game, or again.
Yeah, because with that timeout that you still have in your pocket, you can advance the ball after free throws. So quick two makes sense. Oklahoma City will be very reluctant to challenge at the rim. They don't want a three-point play.
Right now the clock still showing 15.5. Mike Callahan and Scott Foster discussing time remaining.
They were talking in that last possession. If you're Kevin Durant, he was assuming that the Spurs were going to foul him. And they didn't. That's a good trap there by Tim Duncan.
And they changed it to 14.5. So they lost a second. But it will be San Antonio ball. Now they put it back to 15. All right.
Who knows what's going on right now?
If you're Kawhi Leonard taking the ball out of bounds, you've got to be 100% sure you can inbound this basketball.
And they added 0.3 of a second. Jackson played by Ibaka. Here is Ginobili for three. Deflects out of bounds, and it will be Oklahoma City ball with 3.3 seconds remaining, and a timeout is taken by the Thunder. So they use their final timeout, but they have a 3-point lead with 3.3 seconds to go. The Spurs do have a foul to give, so they have to take a very quick foul and then foul again to put the Thunder at the line. And the Spurs do have 2 timeouts left.
And the reason Scott Brooks took the timeout was to advance the ball to half court to give himself more options, more space to work with. Derek Fisher will set up in the backcourt, and you have to send a defender down to him. That gives Durant and Westbrook more room to work with in the front court.
So Diaw in the backcourt covering Fisher. Sefolosha will look to throw in.
Remember, the Thunder, the #1 free throw shooting team at 81% during the NBA season.
All right, Sefolosha gets it in. There's the foul with 2.6 remaining. And now the next foul would put them over the limit, but they have very little time to work with here. A 3-point lead for the Thunder. Battle between Diaw and Fisher. There's the inbounds, and there is the foul, but only 0.8 of a second to go. So that will put Durant at the line. An excellent free throw shooter. He's 3 of 4 here tonight.
Obviously make one and it's over. If he missed both somehow, Spurs actually could call a quick timeout and advance the ball to half court and have a semblance of a chance.
Way too much time going off the clock to be fouling.
And that will do it.
That'll do it. And that look on Tim Duncan's face says it all. He bounced back with a strong second half. But it's a tough thing to go through as an older player when the young guns come in and kind of take your spot. And that seems to be what's happening right now.
The Oklahoma City Thunder will take a 3-2 lead. Spurs did stop the clock with the timeout. This will be the first win by the road team in either conference final. They take a 3-2 lead and can close it out back home on Wednesday night to advance to the NBA Finals. We'll have it for you on TNT. The Spurs taking the first 2 games here in San Antonio. Now they have lost 3 in a row for the first time this season. And for the Thunder, this will be their first win here in San Antonio since November of 2009. Oklahoma City with 6 straight losses here in San Antonio. The Spurs had won 16 straight here at home. And remember that That stat that I know you guys love, only 14 teams in NBA history have come back to win a best of 7 after trailing 2-0. The last team to do it, San Antonio, 2008 against the Hornets in the conference semifinals, and the Thunder will be in that situation as Jackson hits another count. So the final score, Oklahoma City 108 and San Antonio 106. And again, you think back to Game 2 and the brilliant play of the Spurs when they were being proclaimed by many as the best team in the NBA, and how all has turned over the last 3 games.
I think Greg Popovich summed it up. They spotted them 24 minutes.
Yep.
And they played great in the second half, but they needed that energy for 48 minutes, and it just wasn't there.
Oklahoma City winning here in San Antonio, and 2 of the reasons for the victory, Kevin Durant and James Harden. They are with Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, Marv. They combined for 47 points, none bigger than the three-pointer you hit over Ginobili in that final minute. Take us through the play and what you were looking for, and it wasn't your shot all along.
No, the ball was supposed to go to Kevin, and the shot clock was running down, and I had to make a play. I think Leonard was playing very good defense on me, and I just tried to shoot it with confidence and hold my follow through, and it went in.
Have you ever made a bigger shot in your career?
No, Western Conference Finals is a big shot. Kevin and Russell are going to step up. Role players got to be aggressive and step up too. So I just try to take my shot with confidence.
Kevin, obviously you got yourself going in the third quarter, got the team back in there. You tried to deny you the ball. You made some incredible shots. What confidence, what has changed after going down 0-2 in this series?
Well, we're just playing hard. Spurs are an unbelievable team. They make us work for everything. And we just try to do the same with them, man. And, after game 2, we just told each other to play hard every single possession. We have to play better, and our guys are stepping up.
Coach Popovich called you after the last game probably the best player on the planet. What does it mean when you get a compliment like that from him?
It means a lot to me, man, but I'm not there yet. I want to get there one day, but I'm not there yet. I just got to continue to keep being a leader, keep being a team player, and hopefully I'll reach my dream.
They had won 20 games in a row, looked invincible. Now they've lost 3 straight. What has it that has turned this around?
Well, we're just coming out not worried about that 20-game winning streak. Like I said, they're an unbelievable team. We respect them so much, but we can't worry about that. We just had to come out here and play our games, and we did a good job of that.
Well, if you extend that losing streak to 4, you'll be in the finals. Back to you, Marv.
All right, thank you, Craig. And we've just received word that they waived off that last field goal by Steven Jackson, a 3-pointer. So those of you dealing with milkshakes in the wagering department, we send our regrets. 108-103 is the final score. Terrific win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thanks to our producer, Scott Cockrell, director, Renard Lowe, and our statistician, Brian Taylor. 3-2 lead for the Thunder as the series moves back to Oklahoma City for Game 6 on Wednesday night. For Steve Kerr, Reggie Miller, Craig Sager, and the rest of our crew, I'm Marv Albert saying goodnight from San Antonio. Again, that final, the Thunder 108 and the San Antonio Spurs 103. Coming up next, it is Inside the NBA. You've been watching TNT's exclusive coverage of the 2012 NBA Western Conference Finals. We'll take a break, and then it is on to Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq here in San Antonio. Lots to talk about tonight.